Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Property. I'm your host, Drip Coach, and let's jump right into it. Today, we're doing a follow-up to this video that I just recently did, and it is literally part one of a multi-part series. And in this video, I'm going to be addressing some of the questions and comments because some people had some legitimate questions and others were just trolls in the comments. But let's first get into some of the data behind it, or I guess I'll get into the questions. So here's the top 5 questions that I had on it, and I'll address each one. What's the point if Forex won't address it? I'm doing it just for the views. I'm jealous / I'm a hater. What Ray has done more for the ecosystem than me, and that's just the way the game is played. So out of this is the video here. I basically has 250 likes and 20 dislikes. Now we'll start with literally the first part. We'll go to the this part here. I'm doing it for the views. That way I can go into Forex's part afterwards. So if I'm doing it for the views, I want to show you guys my actual behind the scenes. So the last 28 days, I have had monetization off for almost the whole entire month of July. So I'm not getting paid for any of these videos, and I've actually lost subscribers over the month of July as well. So I'm clearly not doing it for the views or the subscribers or the money or the clicks or anything like that, because I'm not getting paid from it. And some people have left the channel, right? So my overall total is down. So clearly I'm not benefiting from this. So then what would be the point? Well, the point is that I can't sit here and let behavior like this exist. To me, when there's people doing wrong maliciously, taking advantage of things, and I have the ability to shed light on that or add a voice to it, then to me, the way I was raised, I have a moral obligation to do so. Whether or not it changes anything is neither here nor there. It's my personal moral compass that says I can't sit there and watch something happening and then just stick my head in the sand and pretend that it's going to be fine. So I choose to instead take a stance against it, and that's by spreading a light on it. And for the most part, the engagement shows that the bulk of people support it. So at least the people that watch my content, right? So I am by no means the largest drip content creator at all, but this behavior does need to be exposed so that drip can actually continue to thrive long into the bull run and years to come, or else the people that are getting in now will just be exit liquidity for not only the whales and bad actors, but also people that got in and played the game correctly, but have had to now make 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 max wallets. That's not sustainable. So let's go back to the questions. So that's this one already. And what's the point if Forex won't address it? Well, as I mentioned to you guys, I brought this up. Now I can't say Forex won't address it. I can't say definitively. All I have is a buffer. So all I could do was reach out to JJ, and then JJ just said, he doesn't think this is something Forex would discuss. So I don't even think he brought it up with Forex, and I have no other way to get it to Forex. So I'm essentially on the outside looking in, being gatekept. There is no way to bring things up to Forex that I understand. To me, this is something that, since it's community owned, community driven, but Forex is developing for the community, it makes the most sense to have some sort of community roundtable discussions. We should have AMAs, but they're VCs. Now, granted, you could spend 10 grand to get into the REAP DAO, and I guess that's your ticket to have a say so, but that only represents a very small minority of the community. And I would venture to say that if you added up the capital of all the majority, not the ones that are in the REAP DAO, the majority, the people that are not in the DAO, they would have more capital than the DAO combined. Now, the DAO definitely has influence and sway, and they should get privilege access to certain things, but there should be some form of some kind of roundtable or open discussions where things can get brought up to Forex, specifically regarding things like this. So the point regarding why I do it if Forex won't address it, or I can't get it to Forex, is because at least now it's out there and people can't say they don't know. Now, granted, there's still tons of people that have not seen this video. You got 2,000 views out of the 30 to 40,000 people in the drip ecosystem. But the reason why I keep doing it and why I will continue to do it is because at least now when people search for his channel, and I'll continue to do that, this may show up, because I want people to realize that just because you see this person on the drip UI does not mean they're acting in the best interest on your behalf. Granted, on the flip side, he does bring capital into drip, and that is kind of the the double-edged sword. So that's where this would come in here. I'm jealous. I'm a hater. Yes, I hate the fact that I got into this for over 18 months and I have not ROI'd. I hate the fact that the people that I brought in have not ROI'd. I hate the fact that there are going to be bad actors no matter where you go, and people will game systems and do whatever they can to get over on things, and there's nothing you can do about it, especially in crypto, since it's immutable contracts and quote unquote the code is the law. But at the same time, I can appreciate the work that Ray has put in and the amount of time he spent in crypto to learn the game, as he said, and he built up his team and his community and all that stuff. So I'm not hating on that. I understand the grind behind that. My channel, 4,900 subscribers, and it's been content every single day trying to get to that. And this has all been in the bear market. So the bull run peaked in November and I started my channel 4 months late. So I totally understand and appreciate the grind that goes through to building that. But I also believe personally that if you do that, you should support those that you're bringing on behind you. And so to that, yes, I do hate some of the things that I have found that he has done. And I know he's not the only one. I know there are others out in the space. So the whole purpose of this goes back to number one as well. Why, if I can't bring up the Forex, why do I do it? Is so that people can DYOR. The tools are out there. You need to use them to your advantage so that you can understand how the game is being played, sometimes in your favor, sometimes against you. And there's one other one that people brought up in my chat that I find extremely hilarious. They say, you know, you shouldn't wallet watch or you shouldn't dox people. And I find that a straw man argument because crypto is a public blockchain. I have not invaded Ray's privacy. Everything that you do is public. The wallets he has are public, and the ones that I found are public as well. He didn't have to put them out on his channel. It's because they are linked. And that's exactly what blockchain forensics is supposed to do. So if you think that you're getting away with stuff, wait till Uncle Sam or whatever country develops some kind of ability. Remember, the blockchain's immutable. So all it takes is someone to go in the future, decide to build an algorithm, supercomputer, whatever it is, and just start linking things together. You're going to be exposed. So those of you that think you can get away with taxes or whatever, yeah, you may get away with it now, but remember, you cannot erase the data. So if one day in the future they can link one thing to you, they're going to go trace all that back and they're going to come looking for those taxes or whatever you may have thought you got away with. So those that are crying in my comments that it's not fair and don't dox him and this, that, and the other, and if privacy is wallet watching, it's funny because those same people were the ones championing for me whenever I did it to FUD Farm, or if a dev rug pulls and you want to find out who that dev is, they're all for it when it's not someone that they quote unquote support. But the minute it's their golden boy or it's part of the minions that believe the narrative and Kool-Aid that they're being fed, they're upset. But when it's a dev that rug pulls, or it was FUD Farm when I did it, everybody's perfectly okay with that. So get off your high horse and realize that the public blockchain is there for a reason, to protect people and their investments. Number 4, Ray has done more for the ecosystem than me. Yeah, I'll give you that. He's been in a lot longer. He's had a lot more exposure. He's built a larger team. He's brought in more capital, 100%. But I would say on a spectrum, if we were looking at this on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being someone, I think when I did my research, Thomas G had the most referrals. So if he would be the pinnacle for positive drip behavior and support, let me see. Yes, if you give him a 10, and then all of these here, Ray, Stunner, Polly Baker, they would be like 8s and 9s. I guess I could definitely put myself into the 5 category in regards to what I've done. I didn't onboard this many people, but I have 300 people on my team, and a 1 being someone in the drip ecosystem who's only put in 1 drip and expects to compound that 1 drip all the way to a max wallet. So I would say I'm definitely in the average and probably slightly above average, because I would say the average person doesn't have a team and doesn't put out content on drip. So yes, I can accept that. You know, Ray has done more for me, more for drip than I have, of course, and he's brought more capital in for drip, sure. But I also was key in creating the Drip Marketing DAO, which is sustainable marketing for the drip ecosystem with no overhead and supported by the community, as well as the collaboration with SPRITZ, which the OGs chose not to support and still was a benefit. The other community projects that I've shouted out and tried to support as well. So yeah, I haven't been silent, definitely putting in my work and put in the videos and educate everybody every day. So yeah, Nothing really I can say on that. Ray's done more. Yeah, so what? Good for him. And lastly, that's the way the game is played. I do agree. You're right. There's always going to be people will always find loopholes. Put it that way. The entire tax system in the US is built by the wealthy, and there's loopholes in it, and you can't get upset with them for gaming the system in their favor when the rules are written that way. But they also can't get upset when people show that they haven't paid their taxes or that they found a loophole. You know, that's the way it's played. That's exactly what I'm showing here. So there are loopholes 100% in the game theory and the mechanics, and we can't change it. And building a team and self-referring, all that stuff, fine. The issue is Ray has been able to do so from a position of authority, him being one of 2 admins in the drip chat and being able to control the narrative. That's the issue. So it's no big deal if you self-refer and you do it for yourself. Yes, it goes against the game theory, but if you're not bringing on a large team and you don't control the number, the only public chat for the token itself, then it's not really a big deal. You're just spreading out your own liquidity and taking a longer time to possibly ROI. But when you build a team and you control the narrative like this, so this person in the drip chat, Eclectic Dripper, if you're going, he put out the statement, if you're going to plan to grow a big team and have the means to do so, I recommend using the dev wallet. Then Ray's response, I think joining my team would be the best move as team leaders, not financial advice. So this is him in the public chat shilling, saying, hey, join me instead. And then Eclectic Dripper says, yeah, no offense intended, just thinking about the round robin aspect. And then Ray's response, it's not good drip behavior to encourage gaming the system. This is my point. You guys that are drinking the Kool-Aid, explain to me how building a team under the dev wallet would be gaming the system versus building a team under the person who gamed the system. How is that not, like, at the best, malicious and malice in the intent, or stealing and gaming the system in his favor, or leeching, whatever word you want to use, I don't care. The point is, it's wrong, because when people come to the drip chat and are looking for information, they're going to look at people, especially the admins, for advice. Now, when your admin is literally giving you the worst advice and selfishly pointing to his own wallet for a team structure, this was August 18, 2022. So this is a year after drip had been established, and almost a year after the positive drip behavior. So there's no excuse for him here, but he'll gaslight and say it is, and then you guys will be like, nah, it's perfectly okay. But literally, he's telling you that it's gaming the system when you build a wallet under the dev wallet. This is one example. Who knows how many countless other people were manipulated into joining Ray's team, and then him just benefiting by putting in 11 drip, 10 drip in a wallet, 15 drip in a wallet, whatever the case may be, and getting all those rewards and being able to dump those on the community. So you tell me. So you may not agree with my approach, but somebody's got to shed the light on it and hopefully protect future investors. So for clarity and transparency, I am 100% in support of drip and want to see drip thrive and survive, and will do all that I can to onboard people with the drip marketing DAO and all these other events and things of nature we're going to be doing. But I will not stand by and let people like Ray lie and gaslight the community and exploit new incoming investors. So I guarantee, or I believe, he is actually trying to support the drip ecosystem and build things that support it. Why? Because it pumps his back. So yes, he has done more for drip than I have, and he will continue to do more for drip than I have, because he's benefited so much more. So the massive amounts of rewards he's accumulated, if he can get drip back to 10, 20, 50, $100, I 100% guarantee he will do so. And he's going to do his best to do so. And we do need things in that nature, or of that sort, to be done for drip. However, it does not have to come at the cost of innocent bystanders and gaming the system. People can support drip and get it back to all-time highs if that's the goal, without dumping on innocent bystanders or manipulating the narrative in the drip community chat and controlling the way things are being done, and then telling people one thing while doing the other. That's all I'm getting at. So my goal, just to clarify and wrap things up, is just to minimize the bad acting and issues that Ray can create, while amplifying the positive behavior that Ray can create and anybody else. So I'm all for him building for drip, supporting drip, getting on champion drip, doing his AMAs, all that stuff. That's great. But I will do my best to ensure people don't join his team. And if they do, they understand that not everything that glitters is gold. All right, that's all I got. Hope that provides value. If it did, smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.